Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the 49ers are on the board here first in the season opener. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
On 1st and 10, Prescott looking middle, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 yards there, just like last play.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Play action now, Prescott. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Here's Drake one more time on 2nd down. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
To throw is Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 12-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Walker now on 1st and 10. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. The kick by Bass is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So the field goal that cuts the lead in half as they, too, are able to get some points on their initial drive of the game.
Yeah, all in all, a pretty positive response, right, to the points that were scored against them. And they got a little help from their opponent anyway. Missed the conversion, so now they're just 3 back.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Lance now on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Ready?
A handoff as they run the counter play. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut as his guys are able to extend their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around, 1st and 10. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. A 1st down throw for Prescott. And that is incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and that'll bring up second down.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Looking to throw. Prescott. And his throw is incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Prescott off play action. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll throw again. Prescott. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Prescott's throw caught here by Metcalf. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Walker will score. Touchdown, Seattle. The Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And he puts it through there within 3. It's 13 to 10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline. Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Seahawks 17, 49ers
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing now is Lance. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
Lance now on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Lance. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 68 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. On play action, Prescott. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Okay, ready?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. It looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On second down, it's Drake. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Second and 10. Prescott. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation instead. Tried to get it all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long, thought he needed the deep pass, couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 52 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Off the play fake, Prescott. They'll roll him out right. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shallow him across all that ground.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to Walker on 1st down. Dances by him. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Prescott. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Block it in motion right. Third and short yardage. Prescott. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners will take over here at their own 14-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Charles, a nice play there, wasting no time making his presence felt for this defense.
And you know, we heard the same conversation around the league. A lot of people were surprised that he was available, and they let him go. And now he's going to make a big-time impact with his new squad.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 79 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And going right back to Walker. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Here's Walker. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
On 2nd and goal, Prescott. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to a sack back at the 16-yard line. Javon Kinlaw. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Prescott on 3rd and goal. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
The kick by Bass is good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Ready. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Still 9 remaining on second down. And Lance now to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Now a play fake. Lance. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Darrell Taylor got in there to drop him.
They were looking for a big play in this comeback situation, and they call play-action pass, and it backfires. If you're going to run that play this late in the game, you have to have a plan in mind to avoid the sack. Throw it away, scramble, do something, but don't go down in your own backfield.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try to move forward.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Prescott to throw it. Left side complete to Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route, the drag, and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 109 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Straight ahead, Walker. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down. get it to Drake, running left to about the 26 here. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Right back to Drake. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. A give to Drake running left. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Counter play, Drake able to slither by. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1.
It's alright, man. Cool. I been going there like deposit. You don't really brag about it when you know you got it. Real hard to read a nigga hooked, don't find it. Say a lot of things and never catch like signing. Zone, I'm gone. When I'm in my zone, I get it going. Yeah. Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental with the last.